welcome to Embodied Alchemy with me, Rebecca Wilson, an embodied experiential space for you to drop deep into the wealth of wisdom within your being and activate a fuller, richer you. I am an embodied business coach, embodiment queen, sacred business midwife, and alchemist. I will help you birth your visions and sacred business into the world from an easeful, embodied, and rooted space within. So you can be who you are here to be, create what you are here to create, and activate the wealth of energy that is you. I will activate you into self-leadership, self-mastery to create your legacy on earth. Welcome on the journey, my love. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful women. I really hope I find you well as we gather here together on this journey. Another exploration into the wild, rich, and potent world of womanhood, embodied alchemy, and embodied awakening. I have just landed back from a very potent retreat, and I decided to sit and just be with all the waves of energy that were created as we gathered. Such a potent and powerful opportunity for us all as women to arrive back into circle and ceremony and really honor the beauty of the multifaceted, multidimensional experience of the feminine and what it is to really truly embody our being, our wholeness in full liberation. And this is such a deep journey for the unshackling, unbinding, unearthing of ancient and old echoes of stories and beliefs that had been so deeply woven into each individual, but also really sensing and feeling and seeing that these narratives that were carried in the individual woman in the space were such a part of each other's own individual stories. And we began to recognize the stories that were woven through the mother line and through the feminine consciousness on the planet and through family systems, the collective and the culture energy that we exist in, all the imprints and the impressions pressed upon us, within us. And yeah, just a huge, huge journey. I'm so honored to have been witness to the transformation that took place. And this is not a new feeling or experience for me. This is the alchemy. This is the awakening that takes place in all the containers, retreats, immersions, and masterminds that I curate, because they are all created with this intention: for women to awaken through their body into their fullness. A really strong thread and narrative that arose for us in this gathering particular, but also something that is woven into many of the spaces that I have held, and I believe will still arrive in the many spaces I am yet to hold and create, is this really potent piece around why women are disconnected from their body and from their pleasure. So it got me on an inner exploration, this piece, the energy that was rising in the space, women longing and yearning to reconnect to the pathways of pleasure within themselves, to reawaken the dormant pleasure energy, the pleasure portals in the body, for them to remember the true essence of their being, to return to the vibrant, radiant, energetic expression that is their trueness. So I wanted to share with you the many reasons why women are disconnected from their pleasure. They don't feel safe. Safety is such a huge part of being able to access and open to pleasure, to joy, to sensuality, to sexuality, to orgasmic states in the body, in the being, to love, all expressions of embodied pleasure. And safety is a huge part of being able to open, to feel safe, to open to that rapid river of energy that wants to move through the body in the expression of pleasure. They feel or are suppressed by the inner narratives and stories that they carry. Stories of family line, stories passed down through the mother line, narratives around womanhood, what it means to be a woman, what you should not be, what you should not be doing, how you should or should not be expressing your creative power, your pleasure, energy, and all the impressions and the imprints that are wrapped around that call women to put themselves in a box, to limit themselves, to place suppressed walls around themselves, to keep themselves small, locked, bound, and trapped in these shackles and binds of the inner narratives that have been passed down, that have been pressed into the feminine consciousness. They are carrying ancestral beliefs. Well, this is deeply woven into the point that I just shared. All the women in the family believe this or have been told to believe this around their pleasure. So I must do the same. It's just what we do. It's just who we are. That's what we believe. And so it gets passed on and on and on until someone, somewhere down the chain, chooses a different choice. And that is usually the choice of the women that are stepping into my spaces. They are actively choosing to make different choices, to break free from the chains and the shackles. And maybe that's you too. They have been told pleasure is wrong and sinful. Maybe this comes from religion, a sense of oppression in the feminine, within culture, within society. To be told it's wrong, dirty, sinful, and the shame that's carried in that. They are disconnected from their body and womb, often living and existing from the mind, ruminating in thoughts, overthinking through anxieties, depression, or completely disassociated and disconnected from the body, fragmented parts of themselves operating in lots of different timelines, still held in historical experiences, and so on. There is a disconnect. They've been severed from their heart, their womb, their physical body, and from the felt sensation and experiences that are here. They shut down their feelings and deny their feminine nature. So this weaves into the previous sharing, the previous point, disconnect from the body and the womb, which usually comes from a need to shut down feelings, deny the full spectrum of the feminine energy and the feminine nature, to feel safe, to feel palatable, to feel worthy, to feel enough, to feel like they're not too much, like they're not taking up too much space. They're not too much to handle, so that they can be a good girl and appease and please the environment around them. They have a disconnect and have shut down from the river of love within, shut down their heart. Again, this is a pattern that supports or cultivates a feeling of safety, a fear of opening the heart, because at some time when that river of energy was flowing freely in the body and the heart was open and the pleasure pathways were vibrant, some experience told her it was not safe. This is not okay. It is dangerous here. You are not welcome here. That expression is too much here. And so the shutdown and the locking down of the heart and that pathway and that river of love that just yearns to express through the feminine energy, through a woman's body. They have disconnected from their ability to receive. It is only when we're truly open in the dance of relationship with life, with self, with other, can we truly open to receiving. They don't feel worthy of experiencing joy, pleasure, ecstasy, excitement, bliss. They somehow believe that they don't deserve to feel these embodied, ecstatic emotions, and that they are only worthy of pathways of pain, discomfort, grief, sadness. They carry shame, deep shame, stored and held in the body, the heart, and the womb, blocking, disconnecting, freezing up the energetic pathways of pleasure that yearn and long to be in their truest expression, which is free-flowing. Shame locks and binds all of this energy in. And ultimately, shame is the belief that I am wrong. Something about me is wrong. That essence or that aspect of me is wrong. I need to disconnect from it and bury it so deep inside that I can't even remember that it's there. I can't even believe that that is available and accessible to me. They feel armored, barriers and protections and walls and guards placed around themselves, which again links into that piece around feeling safe. They feel like from life experiences, they need to protect and warrior and be self-sufficient. And in that, not open themselves fully to the nature of life, to the nature of the feminine, which is the embodied expression of pleasure. They have forgotten. It is their birthright to feel and embody pleasure. This is the deep journey of remembering. When we arrive back into our body, we remember it is our birthright to be in the fullest, truest, most alive expression of ourselves that is available in every moment. It is a gift to the world, our gift, to express the most vibrant, energetic, and alive parts of ourselves, to be rooted and embodied in our being, to be grounded in our body, to activate, awaken pleasure, joy, energy, expression, to live, to love, to create from that place within inside of ourselves, is to truly feel alive. And life is for us to feel life, to be in life, to be alive in life, and every single expression that comes our way. This is the journey of embodied awakening. This is the invitation to the women who are ready to reclaim, to remember and embody her pleasure and awaken into the river of ecstasy that is within. We will be journeying deeply into activating and awakening the pleasure pathways in the body in our embodied awakening activation. We are welcoming women into the circle, and already the energy is vibrant and alive. I welcome you to join us there, my love. We begin February 2023. The doors open for our opening call then. You will be able to arrive into this container anytime throughout the year of 2023, but I really welcome you and invite you in now. For the women that step in and claim their space now, we have some beautiful gifts to support you to deep dive through the months before we join live in the container. If you're feeling the call, if there's any part of your being, your soul that is yearning to live more in your pleasure, to release the stories, the narratives, the beliefs, to unbind and unshackle from the conditions of your family system, your culture, your societal systems, and all of the impressions that have been placed upon you. This is your call into liberation. I am here to guide you into that. All the details are linked in the show notes. I'll see you there. So much love. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you loved this musing and sharing, I would love for you to share this episode far and wide. You can arrive into all of my offerings at rebecca-wilson.com. Links to dive deeper with me are in the episode notes. Remember, my love, you are here to be the fullest, most potent, powerful, embodied version of you. I am here to guide you into that. Hey love, I'm dropping in here to welcome you to join us in our online community membership, The Village. I created this space for women to gather, to return to themselves, to deepen the connection and the relationship with self, whilst held in a community of like-minded women walking the journey and the path of their own awakening.